Hello children, how are you? Hope you all are fine. Today again we will discuss about the lesson Teeth and Microbes in our science class. Previous two classes we already discussed about the teeth and its important its structure etc. Today we will discuss about microbes in part 3. See, now what are microbes? See, there are millions of tiny living things in the air. Not only in the air, they can be in the water, in the soil, inside our body, everywhere around us. And they are so small organisms that we cannot see them with our naked eyes. We can only see them through a microscope. And these living things are called microbes. Nowadays, men, you must be aware of this, right? So much is going on about some disease, right? That is caused because of these microbes only. Now, these microbes are some are useful and some causes disease, right? And those which cause disease are known as germs. So these germs are harmful and they only cause the disease for us in our body. That's why nowadays you are looking everywhere, everything is locked down, no school, no office, no buses, no trains, right? Why it is? It is because of these germs. These germs are causing us disease and that disease is not good, right? So we are all taking care against these germs. That is why we are locked up in our home. You understand? So today we are discussing about the microbes. Not all microbes are not harmful. Some are also useful to us. Right? Now there are types of microbes. There are four kinds of microbes. That is, one is bacteria, fungi, protozoa and viruses. Shall I repeat again? Bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and viruses. These are the four types of microbes that are there. And they are so the microbes are tiny living beings, living things all over. They are not seen by the naked eye, they can only be seen through a microscope. Right? Now we will discuss about them one by one. See, types of microbes. First of all, I'll tell you about the bacteria. You can see lower down bacteria. Singular, you can also call it as bacterium. They can be many, so we call them bacteria. Bacteria are found everywhere. They are the most common living things on the earth. And they are also useful. You know, you eat curd, no? That curd can be made only by bacteria. The bacteria are present in the curd that can make the another curd. So that is a good bacteria. And harmful bacteria causes disease. Which are those? The disease like typhoid, tooth decay. I told you in taking care of your teeth, right? In that, I told you that you have to rinse your mouth nicely so that food particles do not remain in your teeth. Otherwise, the bacteria will act on it and it will cause the decay of your teeth. So, those are harmful bacteria. But good bacteria are also there that can be useful to us. So, this is all about bacteria. Another is protozoa. Protozoa live in the wet places and also in the bodies of plants and animals. They also cause us disease. Which disease? They cause the disease like malaria. You know malaria, no? So that are caused by protozoans. Singular we can call protozoan. Plural we call it protozoa. One more microbe, that is fungi. Fungi is very common. You must have seen it also. See, if you take a piece of bread, don't eat it, just piece of bread you take and keep it aside in a bowl. Right? for 1 day or 2 day, you will see some black color on it. That is a fungus. So fungus can grow anywhere where the things are wet or even in dry places. Okay, they also are harmful for us, but useful are also there. You know, yeast that is used in making bread. Yes, you know, pizza bread, all those breads are made with the help of yeast. But harmful, they cause us the skin problems like ringworm and dandruff, right? So that is the all about the fungi, and singular we call it fungus. So fungus are very common. See, many times if any things are kept mostly in the rainy season, if any things are some things are kept which you do not use regularly, you will see some white on it or black color, right? That is a fungus. You must have seen it, but you might not be knowing what it is. But now you know it, that is a fungus. If you don't take care of your things, then it will grow anywhere. Mostly it grows in the rainy season, right? Because it grows on the wet places mostly. Another one microbe is viruses. They are very dangerous. You know, we are talking about the virus nowadays everywhere. All of them are talking about viruses. Yes, so viruses are the smallest of these microbes, and they only cause the disease. They are not at all useful for us. They cause disease like common cold, influenza, measles, mumps, polio, all these diseases. So all these diseases are caused due to viruses. So now you know all about the basic microbes, that are bacteria, protozoa, fungi and viruses. So here we end the lesson. Now I will give you a quick recap of this lesson, teeth and microbes, in what we did in part 1 and part 2. So teeth are the important part of our mouth. They help us to cut and chew up the food. They also help us to speak clearly. Now there are two types of teeth in the human's life. That is, first is milk teeth and permanent teeth. Milk teeth are also known as deciduous teeth. When a child is when a child is born, there are no teeth in its mouth. They begin to grow at the age of 6 to 8 months. There are usually 20 milk teeth in a child's mouth. Then they start falling, uh, and about when the child is about 6 years old, and in its place a child develop a new teeth that are permanent teeth, and they are total 32 in number. They are even stronger, bigger in size. And again, the teeth are not similar. They are of different type and different shape. Their function is also different. So there are four types of teeth, that are incisors, canines, premolars and molars. Their number is also same. So incisors are 8 in number. All these teeth are distributed equally on the upper jaw and the lower jaw. So incisors are total 8 in number. It means 4 on the upper jaw, 4 on the lower jaw. Canines are 4 in number. That is 2 on the upper jaw, 2 on the lower jaw. Premolars are 8 in number. It means 4 on the upper jaw and 4 on the lower jaw. Molars are 12 in number, means 6 on the upper jaw and 6 on the lower jaw. Their functions are also different, as I just said. So incisors are used to bite into a food or to cut a food. Canines are used to tear your food. Premolars help to crush and grind the food. and molars help to mash the food. The food that you eat is properly mashed into a pulp, so that soft pulp, so that it is easy for you to digest. This is all about the types of teeth. Now we will revise about the structure of a tooth. See, this is the structure of a tooth. It means this is how your tooth looks like. So the part which is seen outside is known as crown, while the lower part, that is called root, that is embedded in a gum. The gum are the pink color which are seen in the mouth. Inside the gum is the root of a tooth, and root holds your tooth firmly in its place so that it cannot move. The outer layer of the crown is known as enamel, and it is usually white in color. Beneath the enamel is the layer of dentine, while the innermost part of the tooth is called the pulp. Deep inside are the blood vessels and nerves, and these are the permanent teeth. So if at all they fall, you will not get another tooth in its place. So the permanent teeth are very important for you, and so you should take proper care of your teeth. Now I will tell you how to take care of your teeth. To take care of your teeth, you should brush your teeth regularly in the morning when you wake up and before going to bed at night. Twice daily you should brush your teeth. And you should also rinse your mouth nicely with water and floss your teeth. Why? So that any food particles, whatever are there, are stuck in your teeth will come out. Whenever you eat, you should rinse your mouth nicely after every eating. Why? Because if any food particles get stuck in your mouth, the germs will start feeding on that food, and they will produce a substance called acids, which will damage your enamel, which will harm your enamel, and they will produce a small holes on your tooth. They are known as cavities. If these cavities are not taken care of, they will grow bigger and go deeper into your tooth, and it will reach the pulp, and then they will start harming you. They will hurt you. The cavity will start hurting you, means your tooth will start aching. It will be painful for you, so it is very important that you rinse your mouth after every eating, and you should also brush regularly your teeth twice a day, and you should also clean your tongue with a tongue cleaner after you brush your teeth, otherwise bad smell will come from your mouth. And most important, you should avoid sweets, ice creams, chocolates, Cadbury's, and the cold drinks. These are all the things which damage your teeth. So it is good that you don't eat them much. You should avoid all these things, eating all these things. Instead, you should drink milk. Plenty of milk you should drink. You should eat fruits and leafy vegetables, and you should also eat some eggs. These all the things will keep your teeth healthy. So this is what you should do to protect your teeth from decay. And one more thing you should do, that is you should visit your dentist. Dentist means a doctor who checks your teeth. So you should regularly have your dental checkup. So this is what you should do to take care of your teeth. That is dental care. I hope you understand, and you will follow all these things, and you will understand and revise what I have said. So thank you. Take care and revise the lesson.